Welcome to Module 4, Chapter 12, where we explore the critical role of leadership in transforming a linear economy into a regenerative circular economy. Leadership is not just about managing resources or technical solutions, it's about inspiring and guiding cultural and organizational change. The circular economy redefines how businesses create value, engage with society, and impact the environment. Leaders set the vision, motivate teams, and embed sustainability in every decision. By the end of this chapter, you'll understand key concepts of circular economy leadership, challenges leaders face, and frameworks that enable successful transformation. You'll also see real-world examples, such as Thailand's leadership in circular tourism, and engage in exercises to develop your own leadership skills for circular initiatives. This chapter explores key elements of leadership for circular economy transformation. We start with why strong leadership is essential to overcome complexity and resistance. Next, we examine leadership styles, including green transformational leadership, and their impact on innovation and sustainability. Decision-making frameworks for integrating sustainability follow, along with strategies for fostering organizational change and building a supportive culture. We then cover collaboration techniques to unite stakeholders across value chains. A case study on Thailand's circular tourism offers practical insights, and we conclude with future directions and lessons learned. This structure ensures a clear flow and comprehensive understanding of leadership in the circular economy. The imperative for leadership in circular economy. Transitioning from a linear to a circular economy requires deep organizational change in operations, decision-making, and environmental interaction. Circular initiatives span entire value chains, often across industries and countries, making leadership crucial for managing complexity. Leaders must see the bigger picture, align goals, and coordinate efforts across departments and stakeholders. Breaking down silos and fostering collaboration ensures all parts of the organization work toward a shared vision. By managing these interconnected systems, leaders move organizations beyond short-term thinking toward long-term sustainability, delivering benefits across the entire value chain. One of the biggest challenges in implementing circular economy principles is overcoming resistance to change. People naturally resist major shifts from established norms and routines, especially when these changes affect business models, supply chains, and daily operations. Leaders play a crucial role as change agents. They must clearly communicate the vision for the circular economy, address concerns, and reduce anxieties among employees, suppliers, and customers. This involves building trust, providing support, and demonstrating the benefits of change. At the same time, leaders must foster a culture of innovation, encouraging experimentation, continuous learning, and calculated risk-taking. Circular economy transformation often requires new business models, such as product as a service, and advanced technologies like reverse logistics and recycling. Leaders need to create an environment where new ideas are welcomed, failures are seen as learning opportunities, and everyone is motivated to contribute to sustainable solutions. By managing resistance and promoting innovation, leaders drive the successful adoption of circular economy practices. Leaders in the circular economy must be prepared to navigate significant uncertainty and risk. The path to circularity is often unclear, with evolving regulations, rapidly changing technologies, and unpredictable market demands. Leaders need to make informed decisions even when information is incomplete, and they must be ready to adapt strategies as new insights emerge. Stakeholder alignment is another critical challenge. Success in the circular economy depends on collaboration among a wide range of stakeholders, including employees, customers, suppliers, investors, regulators, and local communities. Leaders must have strong communication and negotiation skills to bring these diverse groups together around a shared vision. Finally, a long-term perspective is essential. The benefits of the circular economy, such as resource security, reduced environmental impact, and new revenue streams, often take time to materialize. Leaders must maintain perseverance and clearly articulate the future value of circular initiatives, inspiring others to stay committed even when immediate results are not visible. Key leadership styles and their impact on circular economy. Strategic leadership is essential for circular economy transformation. Leaders must actively shape direction, especially during change or crisis, and enhance resource efficiency. Top management commitment is crucial for successful adoption, particularly in sensitive industries and SMEs. When senior leaders set clear goals and integrate circular principles into strategy, they help overcome resistance and align teams. This commitment fosters a culture where sustainability is prioritized and boosts competitive advantage. Policy entrepreneurs also play a key role at the national level, driving circular economy policies through ambition and expertise. Ultimately, strategic leadership and organizational commitment unlock the potential of the circular economy and support long-term success. Green transformational leadership, or GTL, is a powerful approach that drives green innovation, corporate social responsibility, and sustainable business performance. GTL leaders inspire their teams to pursue ambitious sustainability goals, fostering a culture where environmental and financial outcomes are both prioritized. In developing economies like Vietnam, GTL has been shown to directly enhance green innovation and corporate social responsibility, leading to improved performance. GTL also promotes green human resource management and green thinking, which are essential for continuous innovation and building a sustainable corporate culture. In sectors like agribusiness, combining GTL with knowledge transfer and corporate social responsibility leads to responsible green innovation and stronger strategic performance. By encouraging employees to think creatively and act responsibly, GTL helps organizations develop new solutions, adapt to changing conditions, and achieve long-term sustainability. This leadership style is especially important for organizations seeking to integrate environmental goals into their core business strategies and operations. Cultivating a green organizational culture is vital for sustainable development and circular economy progress. Green transformational leadership, GTL, promotes learning and radical innovation, supported by green, R&D, and regulatory compliance. Integrating digital transformation with GTL builds a green digital mindset, easing adoption of sustainable technologies. GTL also boosts engagement and resilience, creating psychological capital to tackle environmental challenges. In SMEs, GTL and green HR practices foster pride and purpose, motivating employees towards sustainability. Embedding these values into culture ensures sustainability becomes a shared goal, innovation thrives, and teams overcome obstacles, making environmental responsibility central to organizational identity and operations. Decision-making frameworks for circular economy leaders. A key tool for circular economy leaders is the decision-making tree for managing material loops. This framework helps leaders systematically evaluate how to handle different materials based on their recovery probability, economic value, and environmental impact. The decision tree goes beyond the simple idea that all material loops should be closed. Instead, it offers 8 distinct options, such as mandatory or optional recovery, environmentally recoverable or beneficial materials, and cases where materials are so pervasive or hard to recover that their use should be minimized or eliminated. For example, materials like lead in car batteries, which are both valuable and toxic, must be recovered, while materials like oxygen produced by forests should remain in open loops because they are naturally beneficial. This structured approach ensures that leaders make choices that are not only economically sound but also environmentally responsible. By applying this decision-making tree, organizations can prioritize actions that maximize sustainability and minimize negative impacts, supporting a more effective transition to the circular economy. Integrating eco-design with life cycle assessment, LCA, is a powerful way to improve product sustainability and reduce environmental impacts throughout a product's life cycle. Eco-design focuses on creating products that are easier to recycle, repair, or reuse, while LCA provides a detailed analysis of environmental impacts at every stage, from raw material extraction to disposal. By combining these approaches, organizations can identify opportunities to replace less sustainable materials, improve recyclability, and reduce energy consumption. The Circular Life Cycle Sustainability Assessment, CLCSA, framework goes even further by integrating environmental, economic, and social assessments, helping leaders make balanced and comprehensive decisions. Multi-criteria decision analysis, MCDA, tools, such as ECIMCDA, allow decision-makers to weigh different factors and trade-offs, ensuring that eco-design outcomes are optimized for both circularity and environmental performance. These integrated methods empower leaders to make informed, holistic decisions that drive real progress towards sustainability and circularity. Different sectors and organizations have unique needs when it comes to circular economy decision-making. In construction, for example, aligning circular strategies with eco-design is essential for sustainable development and environmental stewardship. The Plan to Check Act, PD-CA, framework provides a systematic, iterative approach that helps leaders refine their strategies and improve outcomes over time. Customized decision models are also important, especially for small and medium-sized enterprises, SMEs, in Europe and beyond. These models allow organizations to tailor their circular economy programs to their specific context, supporting sustainable entrepreneurship and economic performance while maintaining environmental integrity. Flexibility is key. There is no one-size-fits-all solution. By adopting sector-specific frameworks and adapting decision models to local conditions, leaders can ensure that circular economy initiatives are both effective and sustainable, addressing the unique challenges and opportunities of their industry. Fostering organizational change for circular economy. Effective communication of a compelling vision is the first step in any successful circular economy transformation. Leaders must articulate a clear and inspiring vision that aligns organizational goals with sustainable practices, ensuring that every member of the organization understands the direction and purpose of the change. Cultivating a supportive culture is equally important. Leaders should encourage cognitive diversity and foster collaboration, creating an environment where different perspectives are valued and innovative solutions can emerge. Navigating resistance is a natural part of the process, as people often feel uncertain or anxious about major changes. Leaders must address these concerns openly, provide reassurance, and demonstrate the benefits of moving towards a circular economy. By building trust and engagement, leaders can transform organizational culture, making sustainability a shared value and a driving force behind every decision. This cultural shift is essential for embedding circular economy principles into the fabric of the organization and achieving long-term success. Empowering teams is a cornerstone of successful circular economy transformation. Leaders must adopt a distributed leadership strategy, sharing power and encouraging collaborative decision-making. This approach enables teams to take ownership of circular initiatives, fostering a sense of responsibility and engagement. In small and medium-sized enterprises, especially in emerging markets, agility and collective responsibility are key drivers of progress. Leaders should focus on shaping a culture that values sustainability, innovation, and continuous learning. This involves developing mindsets, values, and competencies that align with circular economy goals. By investing in training, knowledge sharing, and capacity building, leaders help teams build the skills needed to implement circular practices. Encouraging open dialogue and recognizing achievements further strengthens commitment. Ultimately, shaping a CE-oriented culture means embedding sustainability into everyday actions and decisions, ensuring that everyone in the organization is aligned and motivated to contribute to long-term circular economy success. Managing resistance to change is a critical leadership task in the circular economy journey. Leaders must recognize that resistance is a natural response to significant shifts in business models and organizational culture. Addressing this resistance proactively involves using strategic frameworks, such as Kotte's 8-step change model. This model guides leaders to create a sense of urgency, build strong guiding coalitions, and develop a compelling narrative for transformation. By systematically addressing each stage, leaders can reduce friction and increase engagement across the organization. Integrating change management theory with leadership and cultural transformation ensures that the transition to a circular economy is holistic and sustainable. Leaders should also provide ongoing support, celebrate milestones, and encourage feedback to maintain momentum. By weaving together strategic planning, leadership, and culture, organizations can navigate the complexities of circular economy initiatives and build resilience for future challenges. Collaboration techniques for circular economy. Moving toward a circular economy requires collaboration across organizational boundaries and value chains. Leaders must build partnerships among companies, suppliers, customers, and stakeholders to co-create solutions. Interorganizational sense-making is key. Leaders help stakeholders develop shared understanding at organizational, value chain, and ecosystem levels. Collaborative circular innovation integrates diverse expertise to define problems and create solutions. Entrepreneurs often drive collaboration by articulating a compelling vision, but leaders must also overcome cultural and mindset barriers. By fostering collaboration and joint innovation, leaders enable organizations to navigate complexity and achieve circular economy goals effectively. Knowledge sharing and dynamic capabilities are vital for successful cross-sectoral collaboration in the circular economy. Leaders should establish routines and systems that facilitate the exchange of information and best practices across organizations and industries. Dynamic capabilities, such as the ability to adapt, learn, and innovate, enable organizations to respond to changing conditions and seize new opportunities. In some cases, circular startups collaborate with established firms through low-risk models like outsourcing and service contracts, demonstrating that radical change is not always necessary. Extensive supply network collaborations, as seen in the Swedish steel recycling sector, help address challenges like quality control and operational efficiency. Digital technologies are increasingly important, transforming and scaling collaborative business models by enabling real-time data sharing, resource tracking, and process optimization. However, leaders must also navigate challenges related to digital investments and data management. By leveraging knowledge sharing, dynamic capabilities, and digital tools, leaders can build strong, resilient partnerships that drive circular economy success. Leaders in the circular economy must be adept at navigating a variety of collaborative frameworks to build and sustain effective partnerships. Digital technologies are increasingly central, enabling new forms of collaboration and scaling business models, particularly in sectors like UK plastics. However, these advancements also bring challenges, such as stakeholder tensions around digital investments and the complexities of data management. Leaders must address both tangible, hard challenges, like infrastructure, technology, and resource allocation, and intangible, soft challenges, such as building trust, aligning values, and managing cultural differences. Success depends on the ability to foster open communication, resolve conflicts, and adapt to evolving circumstances. By mastering these skills, leaders can create resilient networks that support innovation and drive the transition to a circular economy. Ultimately, effective collaboration requires a balance of strategic vision, practical problem solving, and the ability to unite diverse stakeholders around shared goals. Case study: Thailand's leadership in promoting circular tourism models. Thailand's tourism sector, while a major economic driver, has faced several significant challenges that underscore the need for circular economy leadership. Resource depletion is a major issue, with high consumption of water, energy, and food in popular destinations putting pressure on local resources. Waste generation, especially plastic pollution, threatens coastal areas and natural attractions, while ecosystem degradation from over-tourism damages coral reefs, beaches, and national parks. Another challenge is economic leakage, where reliance on imports and linear supply chains limits the local economic benefits of tourism. These challenges highlight the interconnectedness of environmental, social, and economic factors in the tourism sector. Addressing them requires coordinated leadership, strategic planning, and the involvement of all stakeholders. By understanding these challenges, leaders can develop targeted strategies to reduce negative impacts, promote sustainability, and ensure that tourism continues to benefit both local communities and the environment. Thailand's leadership in circular tourism is characterized by a comprehensive, multi-pronged approach. Policy and strategy development was central, with the government integrating circular economy principles into national plans and creating guidelines for sustainable tourism. The private sector was engaged through certifications, training, and capacity building programs that encouraged hotels and tour operators to adopt circular practices, such as reducing single-use plastics and composting food waste. Infrastructure investments improved waste management and promoted renewable energy in tourist areas. Community involvement was also prioritized, with local communities participating in tourism management and promoting local sourcing to reduce environmental footprints and support local economies. Partnerships and innovation were fostered through public-private collaborations and the adoption of digital technologies for resource tracking and circular services. This holistic approach demonstrates how leadership at multiple levels can drive meaningful change, ensuring that circular economy principles are embedded in every aspect of the tourism sector. Thailand's experience in promoting circular tourism offers valuable lessons for circular economy leadership. A strong government vision and coherent policies provided clear direction and signaled commitment to transformation. Multi-stakeholder collaboration was crucial, with active involvement from government, businesses, communities, and academia ensuring broad support and shared ownership of initiatives. Investment in capacity building and awareness, through training and education, empowered tourism operators and consumers to adopt sustainable behaviors. An adaptive and localized approach allowed for flexibility, enabling initiatives to be tailored to the needs of different communities and contexts. Continuous learning and the willingness to adjust strategies based on feedback and results were also important. By building on cultural strengths and fostering engagement at all levels, Thailand demonstrated that a combination of top-down direction, bottom-up participation, and cross-sector collaboration can drive significant progress towards a more circular and sustainable economic model. Future directions and lessons for circular economy leadership. Driving progress in the circular economy requires a multifaceted leadership approach. Leaders must combine general principles, such as strategic planning and resource management, with specialized styles like green transformational leadership, which fosters innovation and sustainability. Integrating decision frameworks, including decision trees, eco-design with life cycle assessment, and comprehensive sustainability assessments, ensures that environmental considerations are embedded in every strategic and operational decision. This integration empowers leaders to balance economic, environmental, and social goals, making choices that are both practical and visionary. By weaving together these leadership styles and frameworks, organizations can accelerate their transition to circularity, overcome barriers, and achieve meaningful, scalable impact. The key is to remain flexible, continuously adapt to new information, and encourage a culture of learning and collaboration. In doing so, leaders can guide their organizations toward a future where circular economy principles are not just an aspiration, but a reality. Success in the circular economy depends on holistic approaches that integrate organizational change, leadership, and cultural transformation. Leaders must combine change management theory with proactive strategies and a deep commitment to reshaping organizational culture. Digital technologies are essential tools, enabling new forms of collaboration and scaling business models, especially in complex sectors like plastics. However, leaders must also address both hard challenges, such as infrastructure and technology, and soft challenges, including trust building, communication, and cultural alignment. Navigating these complexities requires a balance of strategic vision and practical problem solving. By fostering collaboration, encouraging innovation, and supporting continuous learning, leaders can build resilient partnerships and drive sustainable change. Ultimately, a holistic approach ensures that circular economy initiatives are deeply embedded in the organization, supported by engaged teams and effective collaborations across the value chain. Visionary and collaborative leadership is essential for achieving scalable impact in the circular economy. Effective leaders inspire others, foster collaboration, and navigate complex systems to drive transformative change. Adaptive leadership styles and robust decision-making frameworks enable organizations to respond to uncertainty and make pragmatic, holistic choices. Fostering a culture of innovation and collaboration across all levels of the organization is key to catalyzing scalable change and building a regenerative future. Leaders must encourage experimentation, support continuous learning, and empower teams to take initiative. By connecting vision with action and aligning diverse stakeholders, leaders can unlock new opportunities, create economic value, and contribute to a more sustainable world. The journey to a circular economy is ongoing, and it is the commitment, adaptability, and inspiration of leaders that will determine its success. Leadership is the cornerstone of successful circular economy transformation. Effective leaders are visionaries and collaborators who inspire change, navigate complex systems, and drive sustainable initiatives. Understanding the complexities of circular economy systems is essential for making informed, strategic decisions that balance economic, environmental, and social goals. Leaders must foster collaboration, build cross-organizational partnerships, and skillfully manage resistance to change. By embracing a variety of leadership styles, integrating robust decision-making frameworks, and cultivating a culture of innovation, leaders can guide their organizations through the challenges of circular economy transformation. The path is not always easy, but with strong leadership, organizations can achieve lasting impact, create value for all stakeholders, and contribute to a regenerative future. The lessons and examples discussed in this chapter provide a roadmap for aspiring leaders to make a meaningful difference in the transition to a circular economy. Thank you for your attention. Next, we continue with Module 5, Chapter 13.